how to seek you. I've been searching for answers everywhere, running fast but feeling lost inside. I've learned how to say the right words, but not always how to quiet my mind. I know your name, I know the stories, but still I feel so far away. I don't want a distant faith, I want you here with me today, here with you, closer. I'm tired of chasing feelings, I'm tired of empty prayers. I don't want to miss your presence while you've always been right there. Lord, teach me how to seek you, not just when I'm in need. Teach my heart to listen, teach my soul to believe. I don't want to rush past you, I don't want to walk alone. Lord, teach me how to seek you until seeking feels like home. Teach me, Lord, I've been praying for open doors, but forgetting to sit at your feet, asking you to move the mountains while you're shaping me quietly. I don't want you just for answers, I don't want you just for peace. here all along. Every step that leads me closer is where I truly belong. Lord, you taught me how to seek you, not by sight but by your grace. And I found you in the quiet. I found you in this place. In this place, you are here. Teach me how to seek you. Lord, I'm here. I've been holding tears behind my smile, carrying answers I don't have. Every step feels heavier lately. I'm doing my best just to stand. I pray, but words fall to the floor, and silence feels so loud. I still believe you are faithful, even when I don't know how. But somewhere in the quiet, hope begins to rise. If you are really near me, then I don't have to hide. Lord, I'm here. Speak to me. I need to hear your voice. Calm the storm inside my heart. I can't make it on my own. I surrender everything, every fear I couldn't say. If you are here right now with me, I'll find the strength to stay. Speak, Lord, I'm listening. I'm here. I start breathing a little slower when I remember who you are. The God who holds the heavens still knows exactly where I am. I don't need to see just here in your presence. Even without every answer, my hope is not in what comes next, but in who you are. If you are here right now with me, I don't have to be afraid. Your presence is enough for me, and it will always be enough. Your presence is enough for me. Your presence. I've been waking, already tired, like rest never really comes. I keep moving, but I feel empty, trying to finish what's just begun. I carry weight I never mentioned, smiles I learned out to the end. You see me, you know. I'm not asking you to fix it. I'm not asking for a sign. I just need you here beside me to help me breathe one more time, right here. Stay with me. I need strength, Lord. I'm so tired. give rest. I'm tired. I've walked past, I promised I'd leave, said never again, then fell the same way. I look at myself and wonder how you still call me by name.
I've seen your mercy meet my weakness every time I couldn't stand.
You didn't turn your face away.
You reached for me again. Still reaching, still here.
I thought my failure disqualified me, that I went too far this time. But your love was never fragile. It was stronger than my shame.
Stronger than shame.
Your love is greater than my past. Your mercy rewrites every scar. At the cross my sin was named, but your grace had the final word. I'm still loved, I'm still forgiven, not because of what I've done, but because of Jesus Christ and the power of His love.
Still forgiven,
still forgiven.
Thank you for the cross. Ooh, mercy. I remember who I was before grace, lost and running from the light. But love stepped into my darkness and called my dead heart back to life.
If you forgave me at my worst, then I can breathe again. Maybe this broken story is where redemption begins.
Redemption,
New life,
new life.
I laid my guilt at your feet.
You replaced it with peace. Where I saw only failure, you saw someone worth saving.
Worth saving. every scar.
At the cross my sin was named.
Cross, my sin was named. But your grace had the final word. I'm still loved. I'm still forgiven. Not because of what I've done, but because of Jesus Christ and the power of His love. Power of love. Jesus saved.
I don't deserve this mercy, yet you gave it. I couldn't earn this grace.
It's a gift.
Every failure, every fall was met with open arms.
No condemnation, no turning away. Only the cross, only His grace.
Only
grace. Only grace.
Only Jesus.
Only Jesus.
Thank you for the cross.
Thank you, Christ of love.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you for your love.
Unending love.
Thank you for forgiving.
Make us new. Now we stand here redeemed, not by strength, not by pride, but by the blood of Jesus and His sacrifice. We are still loved, still fight, still forgiven, still held by nail-scarred hands. This is the story of our lives, redeemed by the Lamb, redeemed by the Lamb. Still loved, still forgiven by Jesus Christ.
Forever forgiven.
I don't have much left to say today. My body is tired, my heart is worn, and my faith feels heavy to carry. I don't need answers right now, I just need strength. I've been waking up already tired, like rest never really comes. I keep moving, but I feel empty, trying to finish what's just begun. I carry weight I never mentioned, smiles I learned how to pretend. Everyone thinks I'm still standing, but they don't see how close I am to the end. You see me, you know I'm not asking you to fix it. I'm not asking for a sign, I just need you here beside me to help me breathe one more time. Right here, stay with me. I need strength, Lord, I'm so tired. I don't have much left in me. If you don't hold me up right now, I don't know how I'll keep my feet. I lay my weakness at your feet. Every fear, every doubt. I need strength, Lord, I'm so tired. Please don't let me burn out. Give me strength. Hold me now. Strength for my soul. I'm here. I'm still here. I remember when my faith felt lighter, when hope came easy to believe. Now every step feels like a battle, just to get through another week. I know you promise rest for the weary, but I don't know how to stop. So I'm bringing you my exhaustion. Everything I am, everything I'm not. Here it is. All of me. Teach me how to stop striving. Teach me how to receive. If your strength is made perfect, then let it be seen in me. I receive your restraint. I need strength, Lord, I'm so tired. I can't carry asking. Hold me, Lord. Carry what I can.
You are strong.
Give me strength. There was a moment when I stopped asking questions out loud because I was afraid of the silence that followed. I kept waiting for a sign, a feeling, a word, anything to tell me I wasn't alone in this. But heaven felt so quiet, and in that quiet I fell apart. Not all at once, slowly, piece by piece. I used to believe you spoke in thunder, that every doubt would fade away. But lately all I hear is my own breathing and the weight of another unanswered day. I read the words I used to trust, but they feel distant in my hands. I'm standing in what feels like nowhere, trying to understand your plans. I thought silence meant you turned away, that quiet meant you let me go. But maybe I just couldn't hear you through the ache I carried in my soul. I fell apart when heaven felt so quiet, when my prayers came back as echoes in the dark. I kept crying out, but heard no reply. That's when the fear started tearing me apart. I fell apart in the space between believing and the doubt I couldn't fight. Oh, I fell apart when heaven felt so quiet. I watched my faith grow tired and thin, like a flame barely holding on. I smiled like I was standing strong, but inside I was coming undone. I blame myself for every delay, every door that wouldn't open wide. I thought maybe I was asking too much, or maybe I wasn't worth the reply. I measure love by how it felt, by answers coming right on time. I didn't know you could be present even when you were silent. I paused when heaven felt so quiet. voice is loud. Sometimes heaven speaks in whispers. When faith is breaking down, you were close when you fell far. You were present in the dark. I mistook your gentle silence for a distance in your heart. But now I see the truth beneath it, the love I couldn't see. You never left the room, you were rebuilding me. I fell apart, but you were faithful. Through the quiet, through the pain, you were writing something holy in the waiting I couldn't explain. I fell apart, but you didn't leave me. You were there through every fight. I fell apart when I fell apart, but you were there the whole time. If you're listening to this and heaven feels quiet for you too, don't assume silence means absence. Some of the deepest work happens where no one is applauding and nothing makes sense yet. Stay. Listen again. Share this with someone who's tired of waiting. And tonight, even if all you can do is breathe, breathe knowing you're not alone in the quiet. I kept praying, even when it answered back. Not because I felt strong, but because silence was the only place I had left. Every word felt like it disappeared midair. Every night felt longer than the last. I wondered if my voice still mattered, if my faith was still real, when all I heard was my own breathing. But I stayed, I prayed through empty rooms, laid mouths on the floor. Every prayer felt unfinished, like I prayed these words before. I watched the sky without expecting any sign to break the dark. Still I spoke your name in fragments with a tired, fragile heart. I thought silence meant distance, thought I'd been left behind. But even when I felt abandoned, you were working in the quiet. I prayed through silence, through the night when nothing changed before my eyes. I was weak, barely breathing, still reaching up through all the pain. I prayed through silence, through my fear when you felt distant, never near, and I didn't know when or how, but you healed me then. You healed me then. I stayed on my knees with questions. I stayed when it hurt to believe. Faith felt thinner than my patience. Hope felt harder to receive. I counted every disappointment like they defined who I'd become. But even when my prayers felt broken, you were listening to everyone. I thought healing came with answers, thought it came with clarity. But sometimes it comes in pieces, slow see you in the waiting, in the strength I didn't feel, in the way my heart kept beating when I thought it'd never heal. You weren't absent in the silence, you weren't distant from my pain. You were present in the process, teaching me how to remain. I prayed through silence, through the doubt when I couldn't feel you now. I was breaking, barely standing, still you never turned away. I prayed through silence, trusting blind with nothing left but time. And slowly, breath by breath, you healed me there. What if silence isn't rejection? What if it's where healing starts? What if faith is staying open with a wounded heart? You didn't rush my restoration, you didn't shame my pain. You let me cry inside the quiet till I could breathe again. I didn't hear you speak out loud, I didn't feel the instant change, but something deep inside my chest was learning how to stay. Still I pray, still I stay. Still you heal me anyway. I pray through silence, now I see you were always close to me. Every tear, every wordless cry was held within your hands. I was weak, I was worn, I was thin, but you were healing me within. I pray through silence until you healed me. If you're praying right now and all you hear is silence, please don't stop. Silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. It might mean healing is deeper than sound. Stay with this moment. Listen again. Share this with someone still waiting in the choir. And remember, prayers whispered in silence are never wasted. I didn't stop believing all at once. It happened quietly. Belief became heavy, like something I had to carry instead of something that carried me. I kept saying the right words, but inside I was worn down. Hope felt expensive. Faith felt exhausting. I was tired of believing. And that's when you started renewing me. I used to wake up full of fire, certain you were close at hand. But the years kept asking questions I never thought I'd understand. Every promise felt delayed, every answer felt unclear. I was holding on to you, but my hands were full of fear. I thought strong faith never shook, never doubted, never bent. I didn't know still be where renewed begins. I was tired of believing, tired of hoping through the pain, tired of waiting for the morning while stuck inside the rain. I was tired of believing with a heart that felt empty, but you met me in my weakness and you started renewing me. I kept measuring my faith by how steady I appear, smiling through the questions I was too ashamed to share. I thought doubt meant distance, thought fatigue meant I had failed, but you weren't asking me for strength, you were asking me to exhale. I confused endurance with denial, thought rest meant letting go. I didn't know you restore belief by teaching tired hearts how to slow. I was tired of believing, every word felt hard to say, tired of fighting disappointment that kept showing up to stay. I was tired of believing like I had nothing left to give, but you breathed into the ashes and reminded me to live. Somewhere in the quiet moments, you rewrote what faith could be. Not a force I had to prove, but a place you carry me. You didn't rush my healing, didn't shame my fragile state. You renewed me in the waiting, not by answers but by grace. I was tired of believing, but you believed enough for me when my trust was barely breathing. You stayed and helped me breathe. I was tired of believing, but you never tired of me. You restored what I thought was gone and slowly renewed me. You renewed me when I rested, now when I tried harder to stand. You renewed me when I admitted I couldn't understand. I thought faith meant constant fire, never flickering, never weak, but you showed me faith can't whisper when the soul is too tired to speak. You met me without conditions, without timelines I had to meet. You renewed me in small mercies and ordinary holy beats. One breath at a time, one morning at a time. You didn't fix everything, believing feels heavy right now, if faith feels more like effort than hope, listen closely. Rest is not the enemy of belief. You don't need stronger faith tonight. You might just need honest faith. Let this song play again. Share it with someone who's worn out inside. And remember this: being tired doesn't mean you're done. Sometimes it means renewal is already happening. Before the words ever came out, I carry things I never learned how to name. Smiles on the outside, weight in my chest. I kept telling myself I was fine, but the silence at night told the truth. I prayed, but some days it felt like my prayers hit the ceiling and fell back down on me. Still I stayed, still I waited, because somewhere deep inside I believed your love was stronger than what was breaking me. Circling my head, questions louder than the faith I said I had. Every step feels fragile, like I through the cracks, all the places I was scared to look back. You didn't rush me, you didn't demand, you just stayed right there holding my hand. Every tear became a silent prayer, every broken piece felt seen and cared. I'm still healing, still learning who I am, but I'm standing on grace, not sinking sand. My heart was heavy, but your love was steady when I couldn't stand. You were ready, I was worn down, barely believing, but you gave me hope worth keeping. My heart was heavy, but your love was true. You didn't need me strong, you just needed me you. I was holding on by the thinnest thread, but your love spoke life where I felt dead. You met me in the dark, you didn't turn away. You saw the mess in me and still you stayed. When I questioned everything I knew, you answered with mercy, not proof. I don't need all the answers tonight, I just need to know I'm still in your sight. If I fall, I know you'll be there. If I break, I know you still care. I'm learning to trust what I can't see, learning that your grace is enough for me. Through the silence, through the pain, your love keeps calling my name. My heart was heavy, but your love was stronger. You carried me when I couldn't go farther. I was lost inside my own doubt, but you spoke peace and pulled me out. My heart was heavy, but your love won the fight, turned my darkest hours into open light. I'm still standing, still leaning closer. My heart was heavy, but your love was stronger. If this feels like your story, if you carry more than you can explain, don't walk away from this moment. Stay, breathe, listen. You don't have to be strong to be held. You don't have to have the answers to be loved. Let this song remind you that you're not alone. If it helped you, listen again. Share it with someone who's hurting quietly. And when your heart feels heavy tonight, remember, His love is still stronger. I didn't know how to say it out loud, but I was breaking long before anyone noticed. I laughed, I showed up, I kept moving, while pieces of me were quietly falling apart. I asked myself if faith was supposed to feel this heavy, if hope was meant to ache like this. And still, in ways I can't explain, when I was broken inside, you never let me fall. I walked through days on borrowed strength, smiling through the weight of doubt. Every mirror showed a stranger. I barely knew what I was without. I prayed for peace, I prayed for answers, but heaven felt so far away. Yet somehow in the quiet chaos, you were there when words ran out. I thought I was standing alone on a fragile edge of fear, but beneath the cracks and questions, your arms were always here. I was broken inside, losing control, trying to carry this weight on my own, but you never let me fall, not once. Even when I was I hid my tears in crowded rooms. I hid my pain behind my skin. I told myself to stay stronger while losing every fight within. I replayed every failure like they defined my name. But in the middle of my weakness, your grace still felt the same. I thought my scars disqualified me, thought my faith was running thin, but you stepped closer in my breaking and called me yours again. I was broken inside, losing control, trying to carry this weight on my own, but you never let me fall, not once. Even when I was ready to give up, I was falling apart, barely alive, hanging on just to survive. But you never let me fall, you never let me Now I see you in the aftermath, in the strength I didn't earn, in the lessons pain has taught me, and the love I didn't learn. You never promised easy roads, you never said I'd always stand, but you promised you would hold me, and you did with steady hands. I was broken inside, losing my way, trying to survive another day, but you never let me fall through the darkness. You never turned your face. I was falling apart, calling your name with nothing left to say, but you never let me fall. You were there through it all. If I break again, will you still stay? If I doubt again, will you turn away? In every moment I felt weak, your love was stronger than me. I don't need to be fearless now, I don't need to understand. I just need to feel your presence, holding me where I stand. You caught me when my knees gave in, you stayed when I felt undone. You were faithful in the waiting, when I thought the night had won. Even now, I'm learning this truth. I didn't survive, I was carried by you. I was broken inside, but I still stand, not by my strength, but by your hands. You never let me fall through the fire, you never let me go. I was losing hope, losing my ground, but your love held me when I was down. And I'm here today because you never let me fall. If the song feels too close to home, if you're tired of pretending you're okay, please know this: being broken doesn't mean you're abandoned. It might mean you're being held closer than ever. Stay with this moment. Listen again. Share this with someone who's barely standing. And don't forget, even broken inside, you are not falling.